to use our bodies while we sing. We're going to do 2 smarts at one time.
Big, big dreams, lots of big dreams.
At Enota Multiple Intelligences Academy in Gainesville, Georgia, the question is not how smart are you? The question is, how are you smart?
Big dreams are okay.
I'm word smart because I love to read and I love to write.
I am mostly visual smart.
I'm body smart because I like sports and to dance.
Nature smart and people smart.
Because if it was only one smart school, at least if I didn't know something, it wouldn't make me feel like a total idiot.
Enota Elementary is one of a handful of schools in America with curriculum based on the theory of multiple intelligences. The theory suggests that there are 8 different ways in which humans learn. It was developed by Dr. Howard Gardner.
If we all had exactly the same kind of mind and there was only one kind of intelligence, then we could teach everybody the same thing in the same way and assess them in the same way, and that would be fair. But once we realize that people have very different kinds of minds, different kinds of strengths, some people are good in thinking spatially, some people are good in thinking language, other people are very logical, other people need to do hands-on, they need to actually explore actively and to try things out. Once we realize that, then education which treats everybody the same way is actually the most unfair education.
Which continent did you choose?
In Amy Anderson's first grade class, students work at various stations that utilize different smarts.
My job is never boring. It's always exciting to see what the children are going to bring to the lesson because I'm allowing them to put their whole selves into it.
3.
I try to give children an opportunity to practice all their smarts because they're still learning about themselves and still deciding what it is that they feel best about.
Like North, South America, in my hands
I have a group in the hall, and they are using their music smart so that they can practice naming continents and oceans and their locations in the world.
The whole world in my hands.
This is a flip book, and then we put the cities and the states.
Then they're using the work that's already been done in the hall and transferring that to a flip book that they can illustrate using their picture smart. Another group is working on math facts using dominoes so that they can use their picture smart and their logic smart. And then I have a third group that's using their body smart to throw the checkers at the target and then record their number using their logic smart on the board.
And then a 1.
So we try to allow children to shine in the things that they truly feel good about. And if we find that thing that they feel most confident doing, then we can use that to help them achieve other milestones.
The Georgia Performance Standards are state mandate standards that students have to master before being promoted to the next grade level. Multiple Intelligences allows teachers to teach those standards in a variety of ways so that students can actually understand them, and the way that a teacher can grade that is not necessarily by a letter grade, but more so with a rubric that really goes into detail about what that child has mastered.
Remember, you're just working it through, confirming your answers at the end.
Pre- and post-tests given every 9 weeks help teachers plan each child's individual learning strategy.
Everything is individualized for a particular student because, as we all know, students learn at various paces. And so the pre- and post-test allows us to get a great feel of what the students have mastered and what they haven't mastered.
What were those called?
Figurative.
It was a figurative language. Do you remember which one?
Similes.
Similes. Good, Destiny.
I look at the diversity in this population. We have non-English speaking students, non-English speaking parents, economically disadvantaged students. We have country club students. The test scores are better than any place I've seen in the state. We shouldn't look like this on paper, but you walk in a classroom, you see the quality of instruction, and you see the multiple intelligences respected. You start understanding this is why we look good on paper.
Here.
To expand on the SMARTS concept and make Enota a fun place to be, parents and staff turned the school into Smartville,
Let me outstamp this, okay?
a place where students get to see how their smarts might play out in adult roles.
We thought, wouldn't a little city be a neat way for kids to just really excel and use their smarts and strengthen the smarts that maybe they're struggling with? And so that, I think, was the first birth of Smartville.
We do have artistic art.
Smartville has hallways with street names, a central park, a culinary academy,
You're studying fractions and math, right? All right, we're going to work on our math smarts.
a Metropolitan Museum of Smart, a Savings and Learn,
We have pins, and when you write with them, it will change a color.
a popular store,
Which is the one we had to return to a sender?
and a very busy post office.
You can kind of act like you're an adult, and I think that's really cool, and I feel like I have responsibilities and stuff.
Wood cup? Yeah.
They're excited about learning each day, and they're excited about showing what they know. Not just making a grade on a test, but actually saying, I can do this. Watch me.
At the annual Multiple Intelligences Fair, Enota's kids get to strut their stuff for parents and the community.
The fair not only displays the talents that children have or a final product, but it also brings out their multiple intelligences. They're smarts. They want to show us how smart they are. And so they showcase that during the MI Fair.
The name of my poem is The Hall Monitor and Me. I wrote this by myself.
Once you begin to think in the multiple intelligences way, it becomes second nature. And once you've seen the benefits, it's worth the little bit of extra work.
3 plus 6? 9.
For more information on what works in public education, go to edutopia.org.